Hello friends, it's Katie from I Like to Cut and Paste, and it feels like forever. It's just been a week since I last posted, but I know I had to come on and share with you all the things I'm doing. Like I'm doing like 4 or 5 things, and I want to do like 10 more because it's like the Christmas season. So let me just get started. First off, they're not done. I was inspired by Natasha at Treasure Books, and if you want me to, I can link the video below because it's one of her most recent ones, and she made these like folder books, and then she decorated it, of course, and put things in them. I was obsessed because it takes a 12 by 12 sheet, and you mark it at like 3 3/4, I think. Don't quote me on that. And you fold it and crease it, and then you fold it in half, and then you glue them, and they lay straight. Like, check that out. It lays, if you can see, because of how you glue it in the back. Like, you leave about an inch or so. And so all this is not glued. These are glued together with glue here, and that's what helps it. Anyway, you use a whole sheet of like 12 by 12 paper, and I think you can make them smaller. I haven't tried yet. So this was some paper I had, and it all matches. Why I hadn't used it, I don't know. I still love it. It's oh, did I save the thing? I know it's here somewhere, like this strip, because you know that game we like to play, like How Old Is This? Oh, phooey. Okay, I don't know what I did with it. I know that there's a whole little set of them. I prepared some stuff, but I didn't prepare to find that. So anyway, so I made one like this, and I'm not doing it like a flip through because this video is like an overview of things I'm working on. All right, so nothing is finished. This is another book I did, and these are some old Stampin' Up, and I used this one twice, but I reversed it. You see? So I'm hoping this isn't. I might give this to somebody, so I'm hoping they won't be mad at me for that. And then, okay, so I made a third one. I'm telling you guys, the fact that I could use a whole sheet of paper. So I used 5 for each of these 2. But for this one, I used 7, I think. And I made Christmas ones. And because I'm obsessed with Christmas. And this one's going to be for me. But you see, they're single-sided papers. And these papers, they go together because my secret sister last year at my job, not that this one's separate, she gave me like, and this one's separate, and this one's separate. She gave me like, from Hobby Lobby, like one of those like different papers, and they all match, and it was very cool. And so I think I can be creative enough to fill this in. Do you know what I mean? Like, to decorate it so you wouldn't even know that this was just white. So that's what I'm going for, to see if I can make it creative. Now the reason this one's not showing is because I turned it upside down. Oh, my brain worked that day. But this, you can't turn upside down because it's directional paper. So I'm working on those. Okay, that's project 1, right? Like 3 parts, project 1. Then, all right, where is it at? You see this little, this is, oh, I don't like gesso to touch it like this. Oh, sorry, having a sensory moment. So this is obviously a Velveeta box that I have. I gessoed it so that when I put the felt on and the material, that you won't get remnants of Velveeta, because I think that sometimes that happens. This, I want to make a pink Christmas book, and I was totally inspired, let me see, by My Shabby Craft Corner. She made a cute book, so I found some cute digitals from Bumfuzzle Boutique, and yeah, that's what's gonna happen with that, hopefully, and I'll have to get back to you guys. I'm hoping to finish all these projects. Okay, continuing on. Okay, this is hopefully, this might be a couple weeks from now. I got these 2 books. This came from the library sale that I often talk about. And it's The Little Snowman, and it's this little vintage book. And it's a wonder book. So it's not washable covers. How funny is that? So I want to turn this into a junk journal. Look how fun. So that's one. And then I want to turn this one into a junk journal. And this is Mickey's Christmas Carol. And we got this at the flea market. And it's a golden book. So, so I've been watching different golden book junk journals, like how-tos and flip-throughs, because I want to keep the story in this one. And I don't think that that's going to be too hard. Like, I finally kind of figured it out. I want to keep the story in this. But this one, I don't want to. And I'm going to show you why. You see how it's kind of, the pages are a little yuck. They're a little yucky, you see. So, I think it's okay. Because this is a Mickey Mouse book. So, I think I can save some of the images, right? Because it's mostly at the bottom. And I don't think it smells. I don't smell or anything. Like, you should have done a smell test before you bought it. But anyway. So, but I do think the images are cute. So, I think that that's the future of those 2. Keeping a story, not keeping a story. All right, so those 2. So now we're up to what? We've got 3, right? We've got the folder books, the pink journal Christmas, and then those 2 Christmas books. Okay. All right, you think that's enough? No, I don't think so. So, for my friends at work, because I'm pretty sure they're not watching this channel. If they are, surprise. So, these little guys might have their own video. I don't know. So, I'm on Instagram way too much. And it's like the stay-at-home mom. I don't know. I'd have to look it up if you're interested. But she has a website. And she was showing and selling these cute patterns to make little gingerbread men. And so I bought a pattern. It was like $3. And I'm like, oh, I'll make this for all my friends at work. And and it'll be so great. Side note, have you ever watched one of those baking shows and somebody on there is like, oh, I've never made an entremont cake thing before. I think I'll do that now. And you're like, $10,000 is on the line, and now you decide to make a cake that you've never made before, right? Like, and sometimes they pull it off, and sometimes they don't. I realize, and then we're watching it, we're like, why would you do that? And I realized that I just did that. I'm like, I don't sew, but let me make a whole bunch of things where I sew. Yeah. Let me tell you what I don't think I'm good at is this is supposed to be French knots. And it takes me like 5 times before I make a successful French knot. So I changed to colonial knots, which is a little bit better, but it's seriously, this is robbing the joy out of this. Because I don't mind this blanket stitch. I don't mind doing that. I don't mind a nice sewing kind of thing. So I changed to beads. Let me know what you guys think. Also, beads are not that as easy, but now look. He's got a jagged little grill, y'all. What am I gonna do? I don't know. So let me know. Let me know if you're watching this, which one you think is better. This beaded one, or even if you think the beaded one is okay and I'm just too hard on myself. My husband says I'm too hard on myself. Y'all let me know. All right. Woo. All right. So I thought, okay, so I'll make these, and then they'll have little names and little scarves and hats. Like there's a whole thing to them. All right. And then I thought I would put them because, normal bags aren't enough. I bought these muslin bags off of the Amazon, and we'll stick them in there with a couple pieces of candy, but that's plain, my friends. And so again, Instagram, I think her name is Kubir, and she is on the Tim Holtz design team, right? And she did a thing where she stamped her bag with one of his stamps, right? I do not have background Christmas Tim Holtz stamps. Otherwise, I totally would use it. The one that I want sold out everywhere. I waited because I was doing the December with Simon Says stamp. Do they have the stamp I need? No. I think there's other places that are also sold out. So I do have this from Tailored Expressions, and I got it a few years ago, which I always think is super cute. So I'm going to use this, and I've painted on bags before, but I've not stamped on them. So the reason I have the stamp and why I'm not painting it, well, I think it's easier to paint foam stamps. That's what I've used before in the past. I did like Halloween foam stamps. So this is Christmas, and I think I'm going to use this in my positioner here and stamp on this. Okay, are there any more projects? I think that's it for right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. That's 5, but lots within each. So that's what's going on. Hopefully, I can post some pictures. Let me know what you think. And if you think I won't get to something, because you're probably right. But this is most time sensitive, right? Like, I got to have these things done. So we'll see. So hopefully, I will be on here posting some more things soon of things I'm finishing or working on. But yeah, I just wanted to pop on here and let you know that I didn't fall off the earth. I'm still here. I've just been kind of working on some stuff and getting this started. So I will see you in the next one. If you're new here, welcome. I'm so glad to have you. And if you're returning, thank you so much. I appreciate y'all coming back, and I'll see you in the next one. Okay, bye-bye.